Hello everyone, I'm HeyAmarii, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm joined by Millie. She just jumped on my lap right now. So I was looking at the journal. Where is it? For the Insulindian phasmid, we just have to remember where the last one was, and I remember because it was so difficult to find. So it's over here, and I'm gonna keep Millie up here as long as possible. She's so chill. She just sits here.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds.
Oh,
no insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' melancholy rustling.
This was the one.
Fantastic.
Oh, you're back. Release the locust into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings.
Look at her, she's just so chill. Why do you keep jumping up on my lap? What do you want? No, not on the desk. There.
They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation?
I don't know, man.
Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
We're never gonna get there. We have a lot to do. Some of it I have failed on the white check, so I can't do it. This may take a while. Yeah, I failed that check. We could confront Evrart. Sorry, my cat is doing stuff. Ooh, we have some white checks I could do, though. Oh, it's the dance. I can't do that right now. Nor this one. Sleeping dock worker. Warded door, map wall. See, cafeteria window. Oh no, that was to ask her on a date. No. Okay, so those ones I have to do later. Because I needed the pail. Yeah, for this one. Okay, let's go back to... Yeah, let's go back here. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get that cafeteria window. And Titus Hardie. Maybe I can move forward along with Titus Hardie a little bit and then go deal with Cuno's parents. I just wanna... It's this one, right? Yeah, cafeteria window.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass.
It's
like
not
bony
time
fingers.
yet. Mystery door scene. Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
What the hell does it mean it's not time yet? Revert your gaze. Okay, let's not do that then. Should we just deal with Cuno's dad? I should probably fill up on my morale and stuff. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Right? Cuno's dad's gonna hurt me emotionally and physically. I feel it. Let's go buy some supplies. Spend all my money on supplies. I am full up. 7 health. Nosafeds left and 6 of those... Magnesium? Yeah. Off to Cuno's dad, who's probably just like Cuno. Why am I walking so slow? That's all I have to do, right? Yeah. Wait. This one. Get speed from Cuno's apartment. Oh, maybe I can just... Oh, take down Cuno's dad is optional. Cuno doesn't like his dad, right? If he doesn't like his dad, I don't think he'd mind me taking him down. Maybe I should wear more physical stuff. I should wear... Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, I haven't finished internalizing this. No. How long? 2 hours, 22 minutes? It's a lot of reading books. Interact. Book.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Feels heavy.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
No, Millie. How long is this book anyway?
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
Oh, I hope this takes me 2.5 hours.
Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
What does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
Start reading.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugoslavia riots in the 20s. Youths overturn motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugoslavia riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugoslavia Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What happens next?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
Will it really? Read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief
Oh my
and
gosh,
somewhat
it really
awkward
did.
love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
I'm afraid to ask. And the woman?
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one.
Oh, that sucks.
The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
This is terrible.
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Well, let's put that book away. That sucked. I should have bought my Heimdall book. Damn it. Should I read this? Book La Fumée?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
How much longer do I have on this? An hour and a half. Okay, let's go. Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Got it. Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary? After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la Fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle. The editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
Okay.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
How much more time? Oh my gosh, that's the... Okay, I want to catch up on the international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa. Bear wrestling.
All right,
Flip back to that.
let's see what this bear wrestling is about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Tell me more about this Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president. Sapormat Sport Kanajinsky is well into his 3rd decade as president of the SRV. Outside Samara, he's known for 3 things: brutal repression of internal dissent, monumental corruption, and a near pathological obsession with physical fitness.
I'm getting like President Camacho vibes from this guy, but also not as funny, so maybe Putin.
Don't forget the mustache. Right, like all Samaran men above the age of 40, President Kanajinsky wears a truly spectacular walrus mustache.
Great, now let's get to the bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features 1 man, or in some cases, woman, against 1 bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
Death, probably.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Because of the bear wrestling?
This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers,
Okay.
there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in Lachette.
Not sure I trust these numbers here.
What are you, a statistician?
I don't know.
Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
Is the book talking to me? Kim, do you think there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
I was thinking it might be fun to see a bear fight.
They're quite the spectacle, as I understand. I've heard they make the people in the front rows wear plastic sheets. On account of the blood, you see.
Oh my
You flip
god.
back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I don't think I'm passing the time fast enough. Yeah, 1 hour, 5 minutes. I don't know, like, is it worth it? Is it worth it, like, being able to use his armor against Kuno's dad? It's just in my head, Kuno's dad is, like, worse than Measurehead. And I'm gonna have to fight him. Although it is optional. No, for Kuno. For Kuno. Yeah, for Kuno. The armor, does it really help me that much? I don't know. What is Kunst and Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. Why they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you. Obviously because it's cool to drop random phrases in foreign languages. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an Inter-HeyAmarii racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
Read the profile of CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Why aren't they real names?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
Okay, fine. What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Capitalism.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's basically how it is. Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
I don't want to see anyone crash, though.
It's the stilted language and overconfident tone that's the real giveaway here. You're almost certainly reading a recycled university essay, one that could probably use some edits.
Take out your pen. I'm just gonna make a few quick changes.
Armed with Lena's friendly green ape pen.
All right,
you
I have her
spend
pen.
entirely too much time writing constructive feedback in the margins of the page. By the time you're finished, the original article is nearly illegible.
But better.
You know, most people would just write a letter to the editor.
Not me.
Or even better, just leave it be.
Kim, you wouldn't believe how badly written some of these articles are.
I can imagine. Something tells me there's not exactly a glut of young communists itching to write about tip-top for La Fumée. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
25 more minutes. Oh, wow. We actually writing all of that, the changes. Okay, let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their
that's
rent.
These apartments. Well, they haven't paid the rent.
Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Labor and capital some kind of reasonable accommodation. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Yeah, I don't want to kill people for that. I mean, yeah.
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation
No
with the forces
accommodation.
of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults?
I don't know.
And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold.
Hold on, what's this about a coalition?
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already. Honestly.
I do. Actually, I
You
do.
flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Put it away. I have 8 minutes. 8 minutes. What can I do for 8 minutes? What can I interact with in my bag for 8 minutes?
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper.
Ooh.
The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Cuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Was it Cuno's dad that moved it?
Someone
know.
has scribbled, S. I can't believe the offsite copy is still here.
Oh, the illiterate
The
ginger
illiterate
kid.
ginger kid
Okay.
keeps stealing stuff from the studio,
Okay.
so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll
All right,
find the
okay.
filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker.
Put the note away. Why did that update? What? Inspect the trap. No. Find the filament memory. I already did that. Why did it update? Alright. 6 more minutes. I don't want to chew this gum anymore. It was mean to me. My ledger is no longer here. I can no longer read it. I can read this thing
A
again.
police badge on
Oh, I
which
wonder if I could talk to Kim.
I always tell them to study.
Ooh, okay. I asked about who lives behind the padlocked door. Says it's a scholar, scientist. Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism.
The symbol of what now?
Communism. How do I sound more capitalist? No. It's for loons who have no idea how the economy works. That sounds right? Yeah.
Economy? Why should anyone care about economy?
I did. I preached about the free market for 9 times. I don't know. Alright, that's all.
she mumbles some kind of a response.
Thanks. Okay, I talked to Kim about my brain, my mind, like forgetting stuff, and he told me that I should call the station Lazarus to sort out my health issues. I mean, I could do that because I need. It's literally like 2 minutes left. I can't find anyone else to talk to because like the time. I'm just gonna do it. I hate wasting time. Okay, let's call this Lazarus.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
Radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Yes, I got it.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way.
Oh, it's you.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Good fortune, you mean good fortune, right? You're basking in the floodlight of my glory.
Basking in your glory, yeah? Practically drowning in it. Please, tell me what your complaint is before I am completely submerged.
Okay, first, I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm. That was
Hard
first.
to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack.
So I was having a heart attack.
Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Oh, wait, both? But that sounds bad.
Yep.
No wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged.
Yes, probably in more ways than one.
He sounds very careless about it all. Positively breezy.
He obviously cares about me deeply.
You're detecting very little in the way of empathy from Dr. Gottlieb.
So what do I do, Doc?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Abstinence could have immediate positive effects on your health.
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better.
Oh.
Anything else?
I've
wouldn't worry
lost
about
my
that.
memory. All of it.
Officer, with all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
I'm having a feeling he doesn't care. Doc, someone broke my heart.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time.
What?
You should be happy for her.
Wait, pumped and dumped? Oh no!
That's what the guys say, officer. That some chick pumped you and then dumped you. Threw you away like an empty juice carton.
Do you know who this person was? Have I told you?
You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am
thought
not.
you were-
I am a medical professional with a constant idiot emergency on my hands.
He's not a therapist as well?
You hear someone whine in the background. My eye, Doc, my eye.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I see your point. Might as well just get back to work.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Okay, I guess that's it for now. The phone clicks suddenly. You hear the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Nope, we're good.
57, over and out.
Oh,
In
wait.
the cabin, you see
Oh, yeah, we'll do that later. Oh, well, that didn't help me.
Fairweather
Yeah.
T500.
Please give me, like, fighting stats, please.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Bonuses, please. Hand-eye coordination against enemies. That's for fighting, right? Right? Ready, aim, fire. I guess it's for fighting. Yeah, catch coins. makes you deadly. Well, I just need to be deadly against Kuno's dad. I have... Okay, wait, let's put all of that on. Armor. Armor. I have the gloves on already. I just need the pants. I just need the pants. That's all I need. Who has the pants? Alright, let's get to Kuno's dad. Okay, here we go. Wait, let me just read it one more time. Where is it? Okay, enter flat 12 and get Kuno's speed. Sharing it with him will cement your friendship, and who knows what secrets it'll lead to. Get speed from Kuno's apartment. Take down Kuno's dad. We're gonna take him down.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bill on the door.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Knock lightly?
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal.
Do I have chain cutters? Oh, I do.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured
Alright,
to the
go.
doorframe.
Cut it.
Snip. The cutter
Snip.
goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Where is he? Where's Kuno's dad? What's this? Money. Hell yeah. Kuno de Reuter is the name of the unfinished homework. Name on. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Where's the speed? The air stinks with something sour. Ooh. Kuno's dad's pants. Oh, wait. It's from 2 years ago.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
To drink it?
You could slip the bottle right into your pocket. The lieutenant wouldn't even notice.
I'm gonna be honest. Lieutenant, I've located the psychoactive substances on this table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Take the speed from the table.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Okay, we'll save here, and I'm gonna deal with this guy. I'm not gonna kill him. That would be bad, but I'm gonna deck him.
A bundle of
Hands.
clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes. The lieutenant has covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing.
Keep extending your hand towards the pile.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet, covered in
Ew.
cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. It's deep, in suffering somehow.
Pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat,
Oh.
red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
Ugh.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Kim, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The The limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills.
It's incentive for
A
paying.
groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says.
Oh, how dare you? How
He's
rude.
trying to call you pigs.
What did you just say?
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery.
Doesn't
The
look,
light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
doesn't look like he's going to fuck anyone up anytime soon.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from.
Yeah.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
I hate
A
him.
pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
What? Hold on. What happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
Yeah, this is serious damage. I'm not sure I'm still not sure he's not dead. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We
Nod.
could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The lieutenant stops listening to him.
Years, months, weeks.
Of continuing to beat up Kuno? No
The
way.
pile of blankets grunts miserably.
How do I deal with Kuno's dad? Well, I guess it says take it done. I hope he dies. I mean, that's mean, but I hope...
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
I'm just browsing.
Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here. A
Jamrock
short glance
Shuffle?
there. It's all quite delectable.
Oh, what is Jamrock Shuffle? By now it's clear to you. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest. You like all containers. Trash cans. This thing is speaking to me. Utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and Orbe de Montaigne? Montaigne? I do. Esprit de corps, confusing behavior. Sure. I like it. Internalize. It was speaking to me. What pants do I have? I do look more badass. But my stats are bad. Okay, let's go back to Cuno. I wish there was a way to just click around here and it'll take me there, but nope, I gotta click all the way around here. There's no faster way through this fence? Come on. I can't hop the fence. I look strong enough to hop the fence. I was so worried. Like, I did all of that preparation for Kuno's dad and he was just asleep. I overplan. Okay, Cuno. Let's do some drugs.
Fuck does Cuno care?
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Cuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Cuno Cuno's kilo, then Cuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distraction style. That's some sick shit.
Okay.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Cuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
Alright. By kilo you mean gram, right?
Cuno knows what Cuno means.
Cuno means gram.
Okay. Alright, fair is fair. Give Cuno the vial. He's gonna be my best friend.
Wow, that's heavy.
He waves the minuscule bottle around then slips it into his coat pocket.
There you go. More than half in there. Cuno's fucking honourable like that.
Out comes another similar vial from the sock above his running shoe. Did he really give
There
me?
is no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash container.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Cuno's life? Cuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
Is that where Cuno lives? Cuno, I met your dad.
Yeah, you do some Sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Cuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
I feel so sorry for this kid.
Fuck right. Cuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Cuno told ya. Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Cuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Cuno knew this. Cuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Cuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Cuno window.
Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he is nothing.
Yeah, Cuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Cuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit. Cuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Cuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Cuno's gonna go out like Cuno's dad. Revachol West style.
No, don't be like your dad.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Cuno.
The whisper comes smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Yeah, I don't want Cuno to be like his dad.
Fuck you talking sad? Cuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Cuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you brought Cuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now?
Yeah, we are.
Turn into... Cuno ain't turning into shit. Cuno is that shit.
Cuno won! Oh, you won, Cuno!
Yeah, you are the shit, Cuno. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Cuno, not Cuno. Cuno de Reuter.
Fuck are you talking to Cuno about that kiddie shit?
I like it. Cuno de Reuter.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Cuno.
There are tons of unpaid utility bills. I feel like maybe we're getting somewhere. I don't know. There are tons of unpaid utility bills there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground.
You already
Leroy
did.
shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
That's better than where you are.
Yeah, in a tomb, Cuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. Okay, let's conclude this business.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb.
I thought I could ask him about the crime scene if I told him.
The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
I thought
yeah,
that's
whatever.
what I was doing this
Kuno
for.
doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Man. I feel really bad for Kuno. I don't have the money to buy the pants. But we can go check out the Insulindian phasmid. Just wish there was a way to help Kuno. I hated that little piece of shit like when I first met him, but now he's kind of grown on me. It just sucks, you know? Sucks when you hate a character, then you really like them and you can't get them out of their situation. All right. Poor Cuno. Okay, let's go to the trap. And then maybe we can just confront the Hardie. Titus Hardie?
All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the phasmid. Return to Morel and let him know.
Alright. Let's go tell him. Hopefully he's still there. Oh, god damn it. I have to get closer. Closer. There we go. Where is he?
Hello, dear. It's good
Oh.
to see a familiar face.
I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is wary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Oh. It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Once more onto the breach then. Oh no. Something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that.
I've been
Enough
seeing
of
it
this fool's
so
errand.
far through.
Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
Alright, we'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
Oh, she made it up, but Morel told me you've seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too. But now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it.
She shakes her
What
head.
if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh man. I don't want her to think this. To hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
I totally get that. Sometimes you remember a retelling of a memory so many times that the retelling itself is a memory more so than the actual memory.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
All right,
And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
You do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Come on, Kim.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
Can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
I just needed it so I could snoop.
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
It's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains unfinished.
A waste of time.
No.
A lie. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
We should go too.
I don't know why that story made me kind of sad. I don't want her to... You know, people have their things, their hobbies, their beliefs. I don't want her to lose that. She was so passionate about it. That makes me a little bit sad. Don't give up. Don't give up on the things you're passionate about. We can't really do anything else other than confront Titus Hardie. Or there's this bunker thing over here. But it was a red check and I can't remember what that red check was. I need authority for him. Authority. I have a -2. Let me sort that out. Okay, now I have a +2. I wonder if that's all that I really need. Because I know I can
Looks
take...
like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Guess what? I've connected you... Because it's going... Yeah. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
No. Do the honor. You've earned it. Nodded the lieutenant. This is your time. Your time, Kim.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Yeah, you tell him.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardie boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardie. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardie boys here.
The 8th Hardie, the one who's missing, she runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off.
He takes us...
Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardie. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
Oh, shut up, Gardner.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Okay, it's going up. Okay, I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardie boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
I will oil the murder machine.
Which one is Glenn?
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Ooh. Should I say the thing that Joyce said? You know that a single Ceres giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
Yeah. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, they're the hornet.
We're not bees, we're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
This Krenel is bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
I doubt that. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think?
There's gonna be a war on these streets. Now I'm worried. Okay, conclude with a shrug.
What do you mean, okay?
Okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
My negative energy?
All it means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Okay, we got this. Wait, I'm gonna... Okay, I saved.
It's you again.
So that...
What is it?
I don't have to redo all of that dialogue. Well, it's a white check. But still. Okay. Woo! Let's do it. Establish authority.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Oh my gosh, okay. My poor dog was terrified of the delivery man. Okay, wait. What was I gonna pick before I got distracted by my dog? No, I got drunk. So drunk I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years.
Sure.
Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Well, I put graffiti back, right? The I love Cuno.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him.
Ooh.
He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect.
Absolutely.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her. A freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
The lieutenant takes out his notes.
Claudia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one.
Oh, God.
Silvery jumpsuit, blonde.
Yeah,
That's
the one,
I'm on
the one upstairs.
O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That
Damn.
can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, God. Claudia?
Yeah. Blonde. Tall.
Oh.
2 rooms over from yours.
This is solo. My composure is solo. Miss Oranje, disco dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
I'm making it lower. To keep my cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the
Cool.
victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
There's nothing cool about it. I don't know. I just don't have any composure.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their
I
relationship.
was just asking if they knew each
It
other.
was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Me?
Okay,
The karaoke?
Enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
So, scratch your head. What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
Okay, he looks around, and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should
Yeah.
keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what did you mean? Like drugs?
What do you think I meant?
Did you do karaoke?
Yeah, tons of it. All the songs.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's
Oh.
all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Okay, I think I know her. Laugh nervously.
You don't know her.
You're right, I don't.
Good boy.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Okay. Oh, I feel really bad for her now. I kind of forgot who she was. Like, I mean, every time I see her on the balcony at the very top, I'm like, oh yeah, her. And then I just kind of forgot about her.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
And the sort of quivering jello thing with your eye, with the eye, point to your twitching eye.
Yes.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Okay, I don't say the first thing. Yeah, no. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Yeah. She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Okay, she knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard and not very mentally healthy.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I asked her where we are, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Clearly nothing. Let's move on.
You'll be all right, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
It's nothing.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Oh god.
The Jamrock shuffle.
Yeah, I don't know what this does. We're gonna find out.
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41
I read
what
that
is called
earlier. Bonuses.
The Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol.
Okay, I know that. Find better
also
loot in
overlap
locked
with the
containers. Hell yeah, we're gonna get better stuff. Better stuff is always better. Okay, can I go upstairs, knock on the door, talk to the supposed victim of the hangman, see what she has to say to you? Ooh, I'm a little bit afraid to do that. I should put my empathy shoes on. Where are my empathy shoes? Empathy shoes. Yeah, and maybe take the wrench out of my hand and hold this beautiful plastic bag so that she knows I am a man who values her. Do I have an empathy shirt? No, I don't. I have this. Drama. Maybe I should wear this. More casual. Yeah. What does it give me again? Drama. Do I want more drama? You know, I look great. This is how she should meet me. I don't care what the stats are. This is how she should meet me when I speak to her again, so that she knows I'm not a threat. I think she already knows I'm not a threat, though.
The door is closed.
Knock?
Who is it?
Finally, she answers. The woman's voice answers muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
She shouts,
I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Oh, let's snoop. Hotel bill calculations look like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Bottle. Take. Sorry, I need this tear. What is that? Is that underwear? Could I open this? Is she gonna be upset if I open it? Ooh. You see the yard below the corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush?
It's been used quite a lot, but not for scrubbing blood off towels.
Okay.
Or anything else interesting, it seems.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
The lieutenant nods, then looks at the door.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Search the pills sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian, or Gottwaldian. Marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Ooh, let's try. Is there something more interesting here?
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for.
For me to use?
Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
I'm not gonna take that, Lieutenant. I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Just take it in plain sight.
The lieutenant looks toward the door as if he didn't see you pilfer.
Oh my god, wait.
Sweet
I thought take it in, like take it in. Take it in. Like I'm just taking it in with my eyes. Oh no, I took it. That's not the take. Just take it in. Not just take it in plain sight. Oh my god, what was that?
He did, though. He totally did, and now he thinks less of you. Should have kept it sub rosa.
I didn't mean it.
Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks?
Oh my god.
Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand.
Just take it in. Just take it in. Just take in the view. I'm such an idiot. Oh man, I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. Oh, the bed has hastily been made. Just take it in.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
The window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses. What's this? Oh. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. I'm gonna save, because she's gonna be like, you took my drugs. I'm so sorry. What's this? Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north towards the yard. Yep, Beth.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
She nodded approvingly. She doesn't know I stole her speed.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah,
the
she
chorus
remembers.
Of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Oh, this is the rest of the song, right? It's gotten pretty hard in the mean, but I go on. I don't know how that part goes.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
She takes a drag. What do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
That sounds interesting.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
Okay, let's not bring that up. Back to you.
Back to me.
Yeah. Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Oh. No, I have to be respectful. I can't just show her some money, which I don't have. I have 14 real. Nope. Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Okay, that's
Why
fine.
is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
I would do the same.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Amandou. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Thank you, drama. Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Could I ask her what is Oranje? No. Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record? So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
Okay, what are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
Okay.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Revachol.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here, and she isn't really hiding it either.
I'm gonna ask her that
I'm
again.
wintering.
How long have you been?
About 4 months.
Why
Here
here?
in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Why here in Martinez?
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
Okay. You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
It's quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir.
Oh.
It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
But how do you get this money?
The anti-star is, or was, a vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist. Why am I
Comes in
asking her
handy
about
when
this?
you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, peptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
It is not respectful to be like, look, I got some too. That's as far as that goes then.
Very funky.
That window is new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag of her cigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Okay. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult?
She raises her
I've
eyebrows.
been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
Unperturbed.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's 10 o'clock at night.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
And what does that mean? Were you...
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
What?
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements.
If
she's acting, she's quite gifted.
Right? Is she
By
lying?
they, she means the Hardie boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What? How do the Hardie boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
There must be more to it. You should return to this topic after you've talked about her relationship with the deceased.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about that. How... Wait. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus, about her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
I don't get it. What do you mean, partied? Or what kind of partying? Point to your bloated face, the kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
So are you.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
Okay.
I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair?
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Okay. What did they hang him for, if not rape? Wait. Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean 11... Okay. Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Do you?
How is it then?
Maybe you don't know.
Little ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer.
She's just throwing numbers.
I was not sexually
Okay.
assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Okay, so what did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Oh, she does not know.
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
I need to call Sylvie. Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Again, how do the Hardie boys know you?
Like I said, we met over drinks.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
Okay.
I'm sorry to
He's
have to ask
lying.
this,
Titus is lying.
but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardie boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir?
Ones.
I don't remember precisely.
Okay.
Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
I don't like hearing this story. This is difficult. It must have been hard for you, point to the yard, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Oh my god.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Oh, she's the caller.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it.
Okay.
And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone.
I won't.
In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why did you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
It's fine.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Yeah, seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages a smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Probably.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Yeah, I agree. All right, thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Volition? How do I get this up? Do I just do drugs in front of her? Oh, let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay, until 11 p.m. Hold on, I need to see if I have volition. I have +1 in volition. Sweet. The armor gives me another volition. I would talk to Kim, but hold on.
I was just thinking.
Oh, man.
What a nice day for questions. Pertaining to a murder investigation.
Let's talk about the room again. Maybe something else.
I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez,
Here in the
or
Whirling.
here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, here in
You're
Martinez, or here
on the
in Revachol.
Insulindian Isola.
Came to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened to the old New World?
It turned out to be a Zarath-infested third world slum.
Zarath?
Called Ilmara. And it didn't. Even after the Mesk colonized it 7 ways from Sunday, it's an industrial powerhouse.
What if I show her the drugs? The drug collection. Should I show her I have it? No. It might make upset her.
I always heard. All right. Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Okay, never mind. Wait.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Okay, I'll just look her in the eye. Whatever.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise.
I am wise.
You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Araignée Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Whoa, avert your eyes.
A strange moment.
Let's not do that.
It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Let's return to this later. Okay, let's talk to Kim right here.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardie boys.
His voice is
Their reasoning
lowered.
just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is, Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Say an hush, boys. Why did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
You would have caught it.
Nod, I would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
I like how we're having this conversation in front of her.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
I agree. What's through this door? Wait, save.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter.
He makes a note.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Tap on the roof with your foot.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
I agree. Physical instrument, eh? You know.
The same small, heavy door.
8%.
No lock in sight.
Hey, why are these checks so difficult? Ah, I'm gonna hurt myself.
You kick it,
Ow.
gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Your foot is ready to explode and punish this object.
You're disrespecting the force. Kick the door. Oh, I hurt myself again. But you know what? Screw it.
The door receives a thorough disciplining.
Okay.
At the cost of your foot. Your foot hurts.
I felt like I wanted to do it. All right, leave. Well. Wow, this was a pretty heavy episode. Like for me, this is quite heavy. So we're probably gonna leave it here. Next we're gonna go back down to the Hardie boys and sort them out, sort their lie out. Probably wear this too, you know, I feel like I'd be wearing this. I feel really bad about stealing her drugs, but you know, things happen. So this is where we'll leave it, and next time when we return, we'll talk to the Hardie boys and continue with this mystery. Until then, take care.